Hiya, welcome to Darren in the studio. Again, I'm not in my studio. Like my last video, I thought I'd come out and enjoy, not the sunshine, because the sun's actually gone in now. It's gone quite cloudy, but it's still very warm. The reason the camera's wobbling around is because Lily's out and about, and she's jumping on the chair where I've got the camera. But we're just gonna have to put up with it because that's what she does. You know, Lils. She's always doing that. Anyway, my last video was 2015. A look at albums that were 10 years old, and obviously 2005 should have come first, but I kind of forgot all about it. And so that's what this one is. Albums that are 20 years old in 2025. I've picked 10 albums here from my collection, not yours, mine, with a view to sharing them with you. And a nice little mix of styles and artists and bands, and all these were bought as new releases, so you know they've been in my life for 20 years as well. So 10 albums, all in alphabetical order, that are celebrating their 20th anniversary in 2025. Let's have a look at the first one. First, Alice Cooper. Dirty Diamonds is the album. All these are on CD. I haven't got any of the. I have got some of these on vinyl, but I thought I'd just show you the CD versions of them. 2015. 2005. This album came around the same sort of time. He did an album called The Eyes of Alice Cooper as well, a few years either before or after, I can't remember. 13 tracks on here, and I wouldn't say this was one of his strongest albums, Dirty Diamonds. It's got some good tracks on it. I think for me, I don't know about you, but Alice Cooper kind of lost that spark for me. I still like him as a singer, as a songwriter, and as a performer, and I still buy his albums today, and I still enjoy them. I just think he lost something along the way. Maybe religion got in the way, and it's sort of, his writing was just never the same, not as clever. Dirty Diamonds, nice little track on this as well at the end, a bonus track called Stand, which was actually released on I think the album was called Unity, a charity album. I can't remember the rapper's name that he did with it now. It'll come to me in a minute, no doubt. Alice Cooper and... No, it's gone out of my head, I can't remember. Anyway, Alice Cooper's 2005 album, Dirty Diamonds, celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Next, The Darkness. We were talking about The Darkness, weren't we, on the 2015 one. This is their second album. Again, this came out on the Atlantic label. I think they only put out 2 albums of new material on Atlantic Records. This is One Way Ticket to Hell and Back. Good album, this one. Good few singles on here. Really good writing, funny, good classic rock, brilliant songwriting. And again, their new album, I've mentioned it before, if you get a chance to check out The Darkness's new album, which is called Dreams on Toast, do check it out. I think it's one of their best albums they've ever done. So Darkness, some good songs on here. One Way Tickets on here. Dinner Lady Arms is great. Girlfriend, English Country Garden, nice little album. Darkness, One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, 20 years old in 2025. I think it's going to start raining. Feels like a bit like rain. Next up, Sid Griffin. He of the Long Riders fame, of course. Outside of the Long Riders, he had a very successful solo career. Also was in a band called the Cole Porters. This is Sid's 2005 album, As Certain as Sunshine. Tricky to say with these teeth. I'll be honest, this hasn't been in my collection for 20 years. I bought this probably 3 or 4 years ago when I suddenly realised, I don't know if you're the same, I suddenly realised, hang on a minute, there's a ton of albums by this guy that I haven't got. So I bought this online, didn't cost me very much, just a few quid. On the Prima label, which was Sid Griffin's own label, produced by Kevin Stokes, 12-track album, good album this. I do like me a bit of Sid Griffin, big fan of the Long Riders. Celebrating 20 years this year, as certain as sunshine, from Sid Griffin. Next up, the Kaiser Chiefs. Here's an album that you will find in charity shops just all the time. I mean, really, you will find this all the time. This is their Employment album. I think this was their first album. A lot of big records on here. Every Day I Love You Less and Less, of course, was big. I Predict a Riot. What else? What Did I Ever Give You was big. What was the other big one on here? Oh my God, I can't believe it. You know the ones. Kaiser Chiefs, Unemployment. Bought this as a new release. Nice little album. Still got the special. I don't know what the special. Lots of these albums around this time had this sticker on it, special edition. And actually, I couldn't find a reason as to why it was a special edition. Same amount of tracks and everything. This is out on the Polydor label, celebrating 20 years this year in 2025. Kaiser Chiefs, Unemployment. Next up, here's an album that I bought just for one song, and I love the rest of the album, which is always good, isn't it? This is Amy LaVer and her album, This World Is Not My Home. The track that I wanted for this, from this, is Take 'Em or Leave 'Em. If you've never heard Amy LaVer's Take 'Em or Leave 'Em, please do get online and check it out. It's really great. This is on the Archer Records label. Great little singer-songwriter. I think this album was recorded in the Sun Studios in Memphis. I'm not sure. I know some of the stuff was. Nice artwork. Good singer-songwriter. Amy LaVer, This World Is Not My Home. 20 years old in 2025. Next up, The Magic Numbers. This is their first album. It's just called The Magic Numbers, I think. Yeah, it says on it, a nice little hype sticker telling me that it's the first album. Some good songs on here. Mornings 11 was good. Don't Give Up the Fight. Forever Lost. A couple of 3 singles came off this album. But this is a new release. I think there's a set of brothers and sisters in here. Someone will give me detail on that. Magic Numbers, first album, celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Lily's going to bust the camera now. Now, Lily, get down. What are you doing? Come here. She won't let me grab her because she's running around. Here's a singer-songwriter that I think has kind of gone off the radar a little bit, but she never made a bad album. All the albums I've got of this artist, and I think I've got 3 or 4 of her albums, are just great. Really clever writing, brilliantly performed. Katie Mellua's Piece by Piece was put out in 2005, celebrating 20 years. I mean, 9 Million Bicycles off of this album is absolutely superb. I think she's got a best of as well. Oh dear, maybe that's the Bad Tasty Music Police. Hey, well, it might have been. They didn't come here, right? But yeah, I mean, it's just a great album. I do like me a bit of Katie Melua. I don't think there's many of her albums that I haven't got. Again, this album, you will see this in charity shops all the time. And if you see it and you haven't got it, pick it up, because I promise you, you won't be disappointed. There's a nice shot of her there. I understand that Katie Melua, actually, I don't know where she's from. I think she's Greek, but when she came to the UK as a child, she couldn't speak any English at all. And now she can. Brilliant. Now here's an album which I bought because I'm a bit of a completist of this band, but I wasn't impressed with it at all. But I wouldn't say I hated it. I just don't think it worked, and I don't think the band thought it worked either. This is Queen with Paul Rodgers, an album called Return of the Champions, live album, double live album. It's not bad musically. I just don't think Paul Rodgers lent himself very well to the Queen sound. Nice little hype card still inside. Like I say, double album, recorded in the UK, I can't think where now, but they did a tour, and then they actually did an album as well of fresh material. And I'm hoping that Queen will do more material with Adam Lambert, but they should just call it Queen and stop saying Queen with Adam Lambert. Anyway, Queen, we are, Return of the Champions, 20 years old this year. Not an album that I think really works. Here's an album, I must get this on a proper CD. This is just a cheap sort of CDR promo of Gresham Wilson's All Jacked Up album. I do like me a bit of Gresham Wilson. Her first album, Here for the Party, is absolutely superb, and this is just as good. Country rock type of stuff. If you sort of know, like Steve Earle's Copperhead Road, that sort of sound. Really great. Gresham Wilson. I think this was her second album, All Jacked Up. I must look online and try and get this, because it's probably going for just a few quid. Pick it up, pick up a proper copy of it. Gresham Wilson, 20 years old, this album. And I think I've had this for about 20 years, to be fair. So I must get a proper copy of it. Good album. Check this one out if you can. Last but not least, talking of country rock, someone who I think we mentioned again on our 2015 roundup, Dwight Yoakam. This album did so well, it really did. This is Blame the Vein. I think I mentioned on my last video that I love Dwight Yoakam's sort of styling as well. His album covers were always really well shot, really good styling, really good artwork throughout. Take the disc out. Really nice sort of concept to his album covers, and great music as well. This album is just superb. It really, really is. Blame the Vein's good. Lucky That Way. Intentional Heartache is superb. I think that was the lead single from it. 3 Good Reasons. She'll Remember. The Last Heart in Line. A lot of good songs on here. Dwight Yoakam's Blame the Vein, celebrating its 20th anniversary in 2025. That's it. That's your lot. Hope you enjoyed them. Let me know if you've got any of these albums. Let me know what you think of them, and also let me know your favourite albums from 2005. That's right. I was going to say 20. Can you say 2005? I suppose you can. Anyway, thanks for tuning our way. Thanks for swapping by, and thanks for swinging by into the garden. Pretty cool, right? And we'll see you again for another video very, very soon. Let's see if we can get Lily. Yeah, she can say hello. Lily's going to say hello. Say hello, Lil. We took her to the vets today, and she had one of her jabs, and she's not happy about it. She wasn't happy about it at all. Anyway, I digress. Look after yourselves, look after each other. Remember to like, subscribe, let me know what you think of these albums and your favourite albums from 2005, and we'll see you again on the channel, in the studio, outdoors, wherever. We'll see you again soon. Ta-da.